Have you ever wondered or asked yourself what being more feminine really means? Is it about how we look, how we act, or something deeper? I'm Dr. Nicole, and I'm going to do a reaction video that helps us to answer this question of what does it mean to be more feminine? Okay, so let me play this video. And this is a young woman. I don't know if she was asked this question or she was in a podcast or interview, but the question of like, what does it mean to be a feminine woman was being answered. So I'm going to play what she says and I'm going to give you my take. Okay, so here we go.
Someone who is peaceful. Men don't want to come home to arguments and drama. Secondly, dressing feminine, how I'm dressed, no, not tracksuits all the time, bonnets, weave all messy and things like that.
There's some feminists today, boy.
Just being like nurturing and caring towards people in general and men as well. And just having a calm tone to your voice, no screaming, swearing, just being soft.
Okay, let's play that one more time. Okay.
A feminine woman is most importantly someone who is peaceful. Men don't want to come home to arguments and drama. Secondly, dressing feminine, how I'm dressed, no, not tracksuits all the time, bonnets, weave all messy and things like that.
There's some feminists today, boy.
Just being like nurturing and caring towards people in general and men as well. And just having a calm tone to your voice, no screaming, swearing, just being soft.
All right. So she went into a couple of different things. One was kind of demeanor, a peaceful demeanor, how you dress, how you speak, how you treat the man in your life. And I don't necessarily disagree with those at all. I like those values and those qualities. I will say though, if we only define femininity like that, we're going to be missing a whole like part of the spectrum of being feminine. And we're going to have a lot of women trying to emulate something without doing the deeper work. Okay. So you probably knew when I was going to do this reaction video, it was going to be a little bit deeper than just how we dress and things like that. Okay. So again, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Nicole. So I know a lot of us think about femininity in terms of makeup and dress and being gentle. What else comes to mind, right? Things that we see in the media. And that's why certain types of women are seen as more feminine than others, because it's like a media portrayal that can almost seem cookie cutter. And while those things are kind of like the outward manifestations of what we tend to think of as femininity, we want to broaden it to include, be more inclusive, right? So let's break down some of the psychological traits and behaviors that are associated with feminine energy, which my stance has always been feminine energy is so important and so powerful, not only for us, but for our relationships and our families and just for the world, right? We can't be unbalanced where we're all trying to emulate the masculine. So qualities such as empathy, nurturance, cooperation. These are some of the psychological traits that are associated with feminine energy. And these are all important, not just for your personal self and your personal relationships. They can lead to success in so many areas of life, from your friendships to professional settings. And so learning to embrace these qualities can actually really amplify or up your emotional intelligence and your interpersonal skills. And so that makes us actually stronger and more adaptable and more adaptive. So that nurturance, that learning how to communicate, I think tone is key. So that's why I say I don't absolutely disagree with her. The tone is important. Being able to display a level of gentleness is important. But femininity is not a one note song. Let me say that again. Femininity is not a one note song. So that doesn't mean that you always use one flat, gentle voice, right? You can have different intonations. You need to know how to, as we say, read the room. Are there times when you need to be a little firmer? Are there times when you need to be able to articulate your boundaries so that your gentleness isn't taken for granted, right? And you can, that's where that emotional intelligence and the nuance comes in. So what I would say when she says you're always gentle and da 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 da, I love that, and I embody that a lot, and a lot of people I know do. But I want to say that there's room for more. There's room to be a little firmer, to have a tone that says, okay, um, and these are my boundaries right now, right? To require that you also be treated and addressed with respect. Okay, so I don't want us uh, to kind of support or like further the idea that femininity is weak and softness is weak. Okay, so those qualities that I mentioned, empathy, nurturance, and cooperation, they actually make you stronger. Now, the other key part is femininity goes much deeper than the surface. So it's really about authenticity. And here's the key: self acceptance. Self acceptance. If you don't love and accept yourself, then your femininity is not going to feel real. It's not going to be deeper than the surface. It's going to be inauthentic. And you're still going to be coming from a place of lack, of possibly, even though you might have that gentle voice, you might be passive aggressive, right? So I've seen a lot of people who may present as feminine outwardly, but they have a sharpness and a harshness that they express in a passive aggressive way because they really haven't come to a place of self acceptance within them. So, really, femininity requires you to slow down. It requires you to slow down and really take stock of what's important to you, what resonates with you, so that as you express those qualities that we associate with the feminine, they come from an authentic place and not a place of, my phrase I always love to use is, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. And most of the people around are not fooled by the makeup, by the lipstick, right? So while the outer appearance is certainly fun and it makes us feel fabulous and it's great, and I love anything around playfulness and around just really having women tap into their gentle side, their soft side. Please do not mistake femininity with only what's on the surface. If it's not coming from a deeper place, an authentic place, and most importantly, a place of self acceptance, then you're going to be trying to follow templates of what we just heard, like talk this way, do this, do that, dress this way. And we're going to be prescribing certain hairstyles and things like that. And it still doesn't mean that you've fully tapped into your femininity. Okay, ladies. So you tell me in the comments, what does it mean to you to be a feminine woman? How have you grown on your journey of femininity? And yeah, how does it manifest for you, right? I love the soft pastel colors and I love anything that's soft. And I think more women need to be encouraged and validated for wanting to lean into their soft side and wanting and knowing that it's okay. It doesn't make them weak. It doesn't mean they're going to be taken advantage of or any of that. But I want us to make sure that we encourage women to do this from a really authentic place. And that means, as usual, digging deeper. Digging deeper. If it's hard for you to dig into your soft, to lean into your soft side, you need to understand a little bit about why. What happened? What defense mechanisms do you have up, right? And if you find yourself talking gentle, but feeling mad and aggressive inside, please know that you've got to address that anger inside or whatever it is inside because it's going to come out in a passive aggressive way. Okay. All right, everybody. Again, this is Dr. Nicole. Don't forget to subscribe to the video, put the notifications bell on. Thank you so much for being on this journey of the YouTube channel's growth. And we're going to start doing some lives so we can really amplify this message of healthy boundaries, healthy femininity, and healthy relationships. All right, everybody, take care.